Good afternoon. How are y'all doing today? Here we are at the KC range and we're looking at the Astra A60. The Astra A60 is like the Constable, except for it's a double stack. We're going to test a Cheetah. It's an 84 model 84 Beretta, which you can cut those magazines to make them fit. I've tried it. And we'll see how it does. I got this gun. Not many of them came in. They first came out in the late 80s. They dropped the Constable line after they put this out, and they focused on this. It was used by the Guardia Civil, the National Guard, or whatever they it's kind of like military, but the police of Spain. It was used by the Spanish military. Not many came into the States. It was carried first. Oh, yeah, who was it? Oh, that big one that made a movie about the guy that ran it in arms, maybe. Anyway, they brought it in, then they quit carrying it. And then Springfield was going to carry it, and they were going to call it the Bobcat. And then they went out of business, I think, before they even brought it in. So they weren't brought in any after the early 90s, whenever it was the first people in arms, I think, quit carrying this. Well, quit carrying Astra, and Springfield was going to, and then EAA picked up Astra, but they did not pick up this pistol. If you look up Genetron or whatever, it says that they ceased production of this pistol earlier than they did because I read in a book about Spanish guns by he was a gun writer. I'll put it in the first comments. But anyway, they continued into production of, into the, whenever he was writing the book, it was still in, Astra was still alive. They probably ran these since the military was using them until they went out of business in the 90s, late 90s, mid 90s, something like that. I'll do a tabletop review on it. But right now it's thundering outside. It's finally cool enough. Here in mid North Carolina, it's been close to 100 this week and in upper 90s, and yesterday we got a nice storm, but it sounds like we're getting one now. But let's go ahead and try this. I've got a 13 round mag that I will put in this. This is clear, as you can see. Nothing in the chamber, no mag, but I'm gonna load a 13 rounder up. This one came with the gun. And I should have loaded up the mags at the house. It's tight, I haven't shot it. I got it about 8 years ago. I remember we were at Beaufort, and I was sending money order in for either the gun or the extra mag I got for it. And I put a few rounds in the one I cut. It was a Beretta magazine. But I'm gonna put these two targets up. They're non-alcoholic bush, but anyway, there's the two targets. Can you see them? I'm looking at the targets. I need to look at y'all. All right. I will start at 7 yards at paper and hopefully not get to the steel. I've got a couple cheap Dollar Tree targets there. I bought them for 25 cents a piece. They're galvanized signs or something like that. They were in a bin in the front as I walked in. So I'm gonna plink at them from 10 yards, which is, well, you might not be able to see me shoot, but you can see if I hit anything. So I guess we put on the ears and eyes. Take a little bit of refreshment. Again, NA, or you can't even see that, but anyway, NA, non-alcoholic. So, no alcohol on the range. Let us see. Rack around. We go left-handed. Let's see how she does. The sights are black. The front sights are blackened. I might need to put some white out right there. I haven't shot this in, I guess it's been 8 years. Yes, I've been retired for 7. And we went to Beaufort a year before I retired for the first time, because we're staying at the Inlet Inn, I believe. It was a nice place to stay. But here we go. Oh, ears. We'll start off double action anyway. Oh, it's ambidextrous too, which is nice. I was about to fumble with the safety. That's one of the differences, besides it being double stacked. It has an ambidextrous safety, which is nice. Let's see here. It's a little tight. Gun really wasn't shot much. They're coming in now. They're coming in now. That's what made me dig this out. Robertson's Trading Post has these guns right now on Gunbroker, yeah. And as I saw it, I was looking for magazines, and he's got a couple of magazines. And we'll see. I believe his are cut from the Beretta 84 mag. Because it's hard to find these mags. I got 2 original mags and one that I cut about 8 years ago. I don't know if I tried that out or not, but we'll see how it works today. But this is original. Start out double action. A little bit stiff, a little bit stiff. And I shot high to the right, high to the right. So stiff trigger. Let's see how that single action goes. A little jittery today. That's a little better though. I don't know where that, oh, that was high to the right. High to the right. Second shot was about an inch or 2 high to the right of the target. I'm going to aim a little low left. See what that does. Just press that trigger, breathe in. Not going to do that in emergency, but I'm talking while I shot. Looks like you went in the same hole as that second shot. Maybe not. Yeah, I believe it did. That's right on top of the, right on top. So how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 10 in here. Let's try some right-handed at that one right there. One to the right. Yeah, that was way high. Let me try 2 hands. Focal it down. Oh, I jerked that low. Okay. That high. That to the left. I don't know. I got left-handed, one-handed. Well, I got one-handed, right-handed. Still jittery today. Too much coffee. I'm all around that target. Oh, I'm out. Let's try this magazine. This magazine is one I cut. It's a Metgar. The other one's a Metgar too. But this one is for the, oh here, let me show you. This one is for the Beretta 84. And I cut those slices. Let's see, or those cuts. Let's see. I think I've got four rounds in here maybe. Huh. Doesn't want to seat well. We'll see how she does. I'll go back here. We're gonna go 10 yards and try some steel. Dump that little one down at the bottom. Dang, it's hard to see sights there. Oh, jittery. Oh, dude. Got it. Let's try that one. Oh, I jerked that one. Let's try that one. Dang. There we go. So that mag seemed to work. That magazine seemed to work. Let's try some more steel. I'm gonna go with the original mag. Well, we'll go with this one. Well, I'll go with the one I just shot. Maybe I'll be able to get some more in there. Those mags are tight. It's really hard to do out here, but here goes number 5. We'll go to 6 if I can get this one in there. Dang. Yeah. All right, 6 rounds. A little bit of steel, and we'll call it quits because this is probably last a little while. Steel 10 yards. Finger off the trigger. All right, we're going for some steel. Let's see. Let's go for that. I want to see how that little Dollar Tree plate works. I need to add something to that front side. I can't even see it. Let's see where I'm hitting. All right, here we go. Jitter, jitter, jitter. Bobbling all over. There we go. There we are. Tried for that left one. I was still missing that little piece of tin. I don't know how to hit it. That's what galvanized with her sign. I'm going to have to. Oh, it's a challenge. Oh, jittery today though. Not shooting well at all. Probably some of this cold medicine probably doesn't help. Trying to dry myself up. Oh. Let's go right-handed. With these sides. There we go, maybe. There. Huh. Let's see what it did to it. I'm going to that bottom rubber one, in the middle maybe. And low, and out. All right. Here's the damage. I didn't even enter that place. Let's see. Yeah, a little damage. That's right, I had to take this little pole out, put this hanger on there. All right, this is a bad example. A bad example of how that performs here. It was more accurate when I shot it the last time, I believe, but that was years ago. I'm very jittery today, but there is my galvanized target from Walmart. It put a big hole right in there. Here it is from the backside. Went right through it. Right through it. Huh. Okay, but here is my left hand. And you see, that's not too bad really. But now here's my heart. Let me get down here, let me see. All right, there is my heart. And so I really can't see in the camera, but here's those two shots. But I hit high again, where I hit low, where I hit better, and then I hit high again. That, you know, and then I put two right there, 1, 2. That's the two I was talking about. I don't know if you could hear me while I was shooting. And then that one's pretty good when I aimed low left. I was aiming probably about here, and I hit right there. But that was me. My hand's not steady today. Usually I go later in the day and in the morning. I just had my morning coffee and took my ephedrine to try and stop me, and took some expectorant, some Walmart Robitussin to try to get me cough out the rest of this stuff. But I'm getting most of it. But this is right-handed. You know, I was shooting high right again. Was it high right? Yeah, it was high right. And then, well, here's how I did right-handed. Here's like my solar plexus. That's right there at my breastbone. And then, right here, 2, 3, 4. So, you know, it's not bad. Not great, but yeah, it's right-handed. And like I say, my hands are bad today. But anyway, that is it from the KC range. One more look at the gun. It's an Astra A60. It's like the Constable, but it's double stacked. It has a, and I'm not pointing this at anyone or myself, it has a double stack magazine, and it's also ambidextrous on the safety right there, and it is clear. Let me show. Clear. But anyway, decocker. Yeah, pretty easy. That's it. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you'd like. If not, enjoy. I'll make some more content later. I'll start doing some tabletop reviews, and we'll get me a trigger gauge, and we'll look at a few guns to see what they do. And I'll try to shoot again later in the evening when I'm a little bit more mellow. Got more of a non-shaky hand, but I imagine it'd be shaky. I'm probably going fast. Let's see. Well, we're not going to do it. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for watching.